As you guys can tell by the title, Vasyl Lomachenko has decided to stay in his home country of Ukraine and to continue to defend Ukraine from Russia. Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing, and please hit that like button. It helps out the video, it helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So as we all know, Russia is currently invading Ukraine. Ukrainians have gone home. Ukrainians like Vasyl Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk, Klitschko brothers, and numerous Ukrainians are currently in Ukraine defending their home country against Russia. And Vasyl Lomachenko, who is one of the best fighters out there in the world today, efforts were being made to allow him to leave Ukraine to train and to fight against George Kambosos Jr. for all the belts in the lightweight division. And apparently, if you guys don't know, Ukraine has actually allowed Vasyl Lomachenko to leave Ukraine. The prime minister of one of the top guys in Ukraine has given permission for Vasyl Lomachenko to leave Ukraine to train for George Kambosos, but Vasily has decided to stay in Ukraine to continue defending it. And now it looks like the Lomachenko-Kambosos fight will have to wait. Mad respect for Lomachenko for staying in Ukraine. He could have easily left Ukraine with his whole family, go to safety, and be comfortable with his life. But he has decided to stay in Ukraine. So mad respect for him. He's fighting a much bigger fight than boxing, than the sport of boxing. A much bigger fight. So definitely mad respect for Lomachenko. Mike Coppinger, who writes for ESPN, wrote an article about it. He also tweeted about it, and as you guys can see by the tweet, Devin Haney has been offered the undisputed lightweight title fight with George Kambosos on June 5 in Australia, sources tell ESPN. The offer comes after Lou DiBella told ESPN that Vasyl Lomachenko has passed on the fight to remain in Ukraine during the war. Story coming. And like I said, ESPN wrote an article about it. Boxing Scene also wrote an article about it as well. If you read the article, Lou DiBella said, and I quote, he said, how can anyone question the fight he's going through right now is much bigger than any boxing match. We made a deal with him. The deal was literally done before the invasion. We wanted to give him any chance within reason with our allowable timetable. We have nothing but the utmost respect for his decision. Kambosos wanted to make sure once we made the deal with that Lomachenko had ample time to decide. We said all along we would try to make the biggest fights, and we did that today. And if you read it, Kambosos tweeted. If you follow Kambosos on social media, he also tweeted out saying, calling out Haney, saying that they were offered this and that. So it's looking like the Haney fight is the fight that's next for Kambosos and Devin Haney. The Lomachenko fight was pretty much done, it seems like. It was pretty much done. But next thing you know, Russia invaded Ukraine. And Lomachenko had to go back. Actually, Lomachenko was already, if you guys don't know, he was already outside of Ukraine when Russia invaded Ukraine. He was in Greece. He was in some, I think he was in some type of temple. I think he was doing something over there in Greece. And Russia invaded Ukraine. He could have easily stayed in Greece and tried to get his family outside of Ukraine. But he decided to go back to Ukraine and fight the fight. So you gotta nothing but respect for Lomachenko. When news came out that there were efforts of trying to make the Kambosos versus Lomachenko fight, that they're trying to get Lomachenko out of Ukraine, I honestly didn't know how to feel about it, because it's a tough decision. Leave your country, continue fighting, or and continue fighting a war, or it was a tough. Well, I don't know what Lomachenko, what his mindset is, but I'm sure staying in Ukraine and continuing to defend his home country, his hometown, I think a lot of people would have done the same. I'm not saying everybody would have done it, but a lot of people would have done the same if you're fighting for your country. So, again, nothing but mad respect for Lomachenko. I wish Lomachenko nothing but the best. I wish he comes out of this healthy and fine. Everybody in Ukraine, actually, not just Lomachenko. I hope this war in Ukraine ends ASAP, and hopefully we can have a more peaceful world in the near future. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to boxing, though, it looks like this is the fight we'll most likely be seeing in June. Now that Lomachenko has decided to stay in Ukraine instead of fighting Kambosos. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.